Cheers. Here we go, the alcohol experiment. Uh, it's not wine. I got some cherry juice. What are you drinking? Did you find this video while you're having a alcoholic beverage? Or are you joining along with me and not drinking? Whichever way, that's fine. Enjoy your wine while I enjoy my cherry juice. Let's drink together. Yeah. Here we go, video 2. What's your why? I don't know what I'm going to read. Let's find out together. This is a quote by Bob Moawad. The best day of your life is the one on which you decide your life is your own. No apologies or excuses. No one to blame. The gift is yours. It is an amazing journey, and you alone are responsible for the quality of it. This day, your life really begins. Your life is your own. We get to choose. Thanks, Annie. And she says, we've talked about how you've been unconsciously conditioned. Yeah, from last video, it has stayed with me that sometimes we are not always thinking correctly. I think that I thought that alcohol was de-stressing me, running away from my problems. And then the alcohol was making me lethargic the next day, and I was unable and not feeling like dealing with those problems. And then I felt bad, and a cycle. You watch the other video, and it stayed with me today. So, to believe alcohol is a vital part of life for relaxing, that's what I just said, socializing, and everything in between. And you know, there are competing desires inside your mind. Your conscious mind wants to drink less and even stop drinking completely. And your subconscious mind believes you need to keep drinking for some good reasons. Before we dive into those beliefs and stories and deciding if they're actually true, we need to know about what those subconscious beliefs are about drinking. After reading literally thousands of stories, she read stories from people who have gone through this process. Pretty sure I know what your beliefs are. She thinks she knows what my beliefs are, but that's not important. What is important is you know. So let's together find out what we think. We'll be asking some questions. She'll be asking me questions. I'll be thinking. Let's go. So let's start the experiment. Why do you drink? Wants me to write down a list of, you can do this if you like, write down a list for every reason you drink. There's no judgment here. It's just a simple list to get you going. Here's some things, some reasons maybe, like that work is stressful and drinking helps me relax after a long day. Drinking helps me be more creative on the job, releases something. Drinking helps me be more outgoing at network events, yeah. Brings down the inhibitions and you can chat and be more joyful and chatting to people. Drinking is important to my social relationships. I was actually offered a glass of wine today, and I nearly said yes to my friend. And then I thought, I got to make this video, and not today. So I declined it. And the last one is you actually love the taste of wine. She knew that it was wine that I was offered. She's on to me. Don't stop with a few reasons. Keep going until you can't think of any more. More reasons why we drink. Why are you drinking now? What's the subconscious why? Have another swig. I'll have some cherry juice. Now let's shine a light on them. Examine them. And you can decide for yourself whether those beliefs are true. And you can make that decision based on the facts, not by social conditioning from the media and your friends. Don't do anything with this list right now. Don't try and change your mind. Your list is true for you in this moment. Stay with it. As I present, she says, different ideas over the next 30 days, you may start to think differently about, but you don't have to. Let's find out. So why this alcohol experiment? Okay, next I want you to pull out another piece of paper. This is sort of my piece of paper. We'll make a second list. Write down all the reasons why you want to take part in this experiment. Why do you think you might want to drink less? Like, tired of waking up and hungover? Yeah. No longer want to worry that I said something stupid the night before? Sick of the internal dialogue about my drinking? Oh, I should stop. I saw a photo of myself out with friends and my teeth looked purple. It didn't look very good. I look back on certain days and my memories are fuzzy. Yeah, sometimes I'm watching a movie and the next day I'm like, how did that movie end? I've got a bit of an idea, and I have actually watched the end of movies before again, just to, okay, now I get it. So my memory was a bit fuzzy, so I wasn't really, I guess, enjoying the movie as much as I thought. I was a bit fuzzy. Tonight, let's read over both your lists and notice how they are in conflict with each other. This is the whole source of your cognitive dissonance. It's the battle going on in your mind all the time. And now it's actually written down. Or just thinking or talking it out. Or just right now. Think. First list may be longer than the second one, but we'll check back later. Day 1 reflections. So some people from the alcoholexperiment.com said this: I'm sick of alcohol damaging my life in so many ways, including making an idiot of myself, hangovers, feeling violently ill, wasting time and opportunity, horrendous fights with my husband, putting a strain on my marriage. That's Juliana. And Brian says this: today is the first day of the rest of my life. So let's find out. Act 1. So the taste of alcohol. Note, the idea of the ACT technique, like we talked in the first video, which is awareness, clarity, and turnaround, is to give you an alternative perspective. Is an exercise to help you resolve your internal disagreement around alcohol. First, we'll become aware by naming a belief we have about drinking. Then we'll gain some clarity actually around the belief, looking at where it actually came from, and you may have picked it up without even knowing it. We'll also look at the internal and external evidence that supports that belief. Or maybe the evidence won't support it. Then finally, we'll decide if the belief holds true through a turnaround. We will look at the opposite of the belief and decide if the opposite is true as or truer than the original belief. When this process is complete, you will get to decide if we still believe this. And more importantly, if that belief is actually serving us in our life. Or should we just let it go? No matter what you decide, you will gain a new perspective. So we'll just think about things a bit differently. The whole idea is to play detective and look at the evidence and form an objective opinion. So, what's your all-time favorite drink? Are you drinking it now? This isn't mine, but like I said, red wine's usually, so I thought I'd do a sort of a feeling like I'm doing it, but I'm not. The one you can't wait to get, I bet you think about it hard enough, you can even taste it right now. Yeah, the red wine. You can taste it right now. After all, no one thinks twice about eating ice cream or nachos. Yeah, they taste good. And your favorite alcohol beverage is actually the same way. But for the sake of this experiment, let's just dig a little deeper. Awareness. Many people tell me they really like the taste of their favorite drink. Yeah, I get it. I was a red wine girl all the way. I'm a red wine girl too. Maybe you're a margarita lover, or you enjoy the taste of a good scotch on the rocks. I used to do the Maker's Mark. Let's name this belief. The belief is, I drink for the taste of it. I enjoy it. She says she knew a woman who drinks a shot of Bailey's in her coffee every morning before she drives her children to school. She doesn't think it's a big deal. It's just a shot. And nothing else makes her coffee taste as good. Her concerned husband tried to get her to try the Bailey's flavored coffee creamer, but she insisted it doesn't taste the same. But if you think about it, she's not actually tasting a lot of alcohol. It's mostly flavorings, cream, and sugar. So, what do you think? Is it actually true? Enjoying the Baileys for the taste? Or is there something else going on? Clarity. In order to gain clarity around this belief, you need to look back at the past and figure out why have you this belief, where did it come from in the first place? There are no right and wrong answers here, and everyone is different. You, me, we're all different. She's different. So let's ask ourselves, what observations and experiences have you had in your past that might have made you believe that alcohol tastes good? Maybe it's something as simple as watching your parents pour themselves a drink at the end of the day as we were growing up. It just seemed natural and normal. Or observing how they drank glass after glass in the evening. Just what people do. Why in the world would they drink it all the time if it tasted so bad? It must be good. They're smart, right? They're grown-ups. It must taste good or they wouldn't just keep drinking it. That's what we thought as a kid. She says she has a friend in France whose parents made sure she drank a little wine with dinner from time to time when she was 8 years old. She hated how it tasted, and her parents told her frequently, she told her parents frequently, I don't like how it tastes. But they continued to press on, saying that she would appreciate the taste when she got older. Let's stretch your palate. The implication was that when she became more mature and grown up, she would enjoy the taste of wine. When all we all want to appear more grown up when we were kids, don't we? So, sure enough, after time, this girl she was talking about became a great wine lover and now drinks every night. Think back to your first drink and remember the experience. Oh, my first drink. I can't even think I remember. Whiskeys, maybe? Or probably one of those lemonade alcohol drinks. I can't remember what they're called, like a Stoli. But anyway, what were you drinking? Maybe it was wine at dinner or even when you were young. Maybe it was champagne on New Year's Eve when you were allowed to stay up until midnight for the first time. Maybe you snuck into your parents' liquor cabinet with a friend who dared you. Or maybe it wasn't until much later. Maybe your first beer was in college. Regardless of when it was, think back. First sip. And did you actually like it? Or did you go and spit it out? Or just try and be tough and like, yeah, this is great. Who were you with at the time? Was it a friend who you wanted to impress? Was it a parent who wanted to be proud of you? Yeah, you're a man now, mate. Have a beer with me. Were you trying to find a place to fit in with a new group of people? If you're like vast majority of people I talk to, your first experience of tasting alcohol was actually not pleasant. You didn't like it. But someone was there to say, don't worry, it's an acquired taste. You'll get used to it. So take a few minutes to write down where your taste of alcohol came from. Something to think about. I'll be pondering this. Was it the first time you tried a new beer or hard liquor? Did you fake liking it because you wanted to impress? Now that you have an idea where your beliefs came from, let's play detective and look at the internal and external evidence. This evidence will help you decide whether your belief that you like the taste of alcohol is actually true or whether you have been fooling yourself. People have some pretty intense reactions when they taste alcohol for the first time. They talk about it burning, and they wrinkle up their nose because it doesn't even smell good. Their eyes start watering. They might even spit it out. Why? One of the major reasons we don't like the taste of something is because it's actually harmful for us. We don't like the taste of rotten food because it can make us sick. Well, I guess alcohols are sort of fermented things and rotten things. Anyway, I'll keep going. I won't start rambling yet, but I will start rambling. And maybe telling you things that I don't want to tell you. But I will keep rambling anyway. Well, that's what's going on here. When you have a hangover, the hangover is your body trying to get rid of poison and you're sick. Our taste buds react negatively to alcohol to try and protect us from that harmful substance. And I guess the more drunk you are, the less your body is trying to stay, and then you'll throw it up and your body's like, this is poison. Let's look at it in another way. She says her brother has a goat farm, and whenever she walks into the barn, there's an intense, unpleasant odor. As I'll talk as her, so I'll read it because I don't have to try and translate it. So I'll pretend that I am Annie. So my brother and his family don't even notice the smell anymore because they've gotten so used to it. That goaty smell. They have to go into the barn to feed the goats so their brains no longer register the odor. That doesn't mean they actually like it, but they have, over time, gotten used to it. If you did happen to love the taste of your first drink, it was probably something fruity or creamy that was more sugar than anything else. Probably right. Like one of those fruity cocktails where they do really well at hiding the alcohol taste. Am I right? Some drinks go down more easily than others. The same stuff you put in your gas tank, straight alcohol, ethanol. It's like straight into your gas tank. A few sips will make you vomit. A few ounces of pure ethanol will actually kill you. I think it's safe to say you will never go suck on the end of a gas pump nozzle because it tastes good. No matter what your favorite drink is, the alcohol makes up only a small percentage of the liquid. The rest is flavorings and sugar and things, carbohydrates and additives to try and make it taste good. Now, of course, there are things we appreciate as adults that we did not appreciate as children. We clearly grow a more defined palate, that's what I was saying before, as we age, but let's not kid ourselves. If we were purely drinking for the taste, we could certainly find other substitutes that are similar and wouldn't cause any of those side effects that actually alcohol causes. I am intolerant to gluten, and I've managed to find plenty of substitutes that aren't exactly the same, but now are a natural part of my life and don't create those stomach pains. The fact is, ethanol doesn't taste good. Actually, doesn't taste good. Consider this. When scientists want rats or mice to drink alcohol for a study, they have to force feed them because they will not naturally choose to drink it. So, are you honestly drinking it for the taste? No, I'm not. Usually the first few drinks, I'm a bit like, cherry juice. A bit, yeah. And if not, then why are you drinking it? Because it's the buzz. It's the feeling good. It's the easy way, I guess, to feel good. You've almost certainly observed characters in the movies and on TV enjoying the taste of alcohol or giving a satisfying bleh and a smile after chugging a beer. Even if the actors are actually drinking whiskey-colored tea, the message still gets across. It tastes good. We all tend to choose our alcohol to match our identities. And same with smoking. The cowboys used to smoke and they made it cool. And alcohol on TV is always there. And I'm watching a movie and he's having a beer and I'm like, yeah, mate, good idea. I've just finished this one. I'll pause the movie. I'll get another one. If we're refined and classy, maybe we drink red wine. Or if we like old cowboy movies, I just said that. And maybe we lean towards whiskey. Of course, if you're an international spy, you'll be ordering a martini, shaken, not stirred. We identify with the characters and tend to like the same drinks they like. The ones we identify with or want to try and be like. I used to love chugging Guinness, and I was so proud of my chugging abilities. It made me feel tough, like one of the boys, and in that masculine work environment. So, camaraderie sort of helps. Maybe you see yourself as a discerning wine lover, and your cellar has become a status symbol. Yes, look at my wine cellar. I've got all these great wines. If that's the case, you probably pride yourself for your ability to discern the toasty, smoky, oaky flavors with the fruit or those floral overtones or whatever. These I'm not good at those things either. Here's a fun fact. The American Association of Wine Economists conducted a study of more than 6,000 wine drinkers. And in a blind taste test, they discovered that most people cannot tell the difference between a cheap wine and expensive wine. In fact, most people preferred the taste of the cheaper varieties. Oh, uh-oh. So just go get a clear skin. And you know what else? The same blind research later found that people can't tell the difference between pate and dog food. They put the pate and the dog food, and they got the crackers. Ooh, this is nice pate. It must be from France. So, what about the argument alcohol enhances the taste of my food? Wine and cheese. Do we say that about other beverage and food combinations? Hmm. People say milk enhances the cookies. Milk and cookies. Excuse me, does this library have milk and cookies? But could that be because we physically dip cookies into the milk? No one dips their steak into their wine glass. Maybe I do. The truth is, alcohol is actually an anesthesiac. It numbs our ability to taste, making it more difficult to savor our food. Hmm. Imagine we could remove all the physical and emotional effects of alcohol. If it couldn't actually make you drunk, would people still drink it? If you didn't get that drunk feeling, would you still drink it? There's a body of pretty convincing research suggesting they wouldn't. It tastes bad. It's actually poisonous. Drinking for the taste is a convenient, innocent excuse. At the end of the day, it is possibly that there's something more going on with the drinking than just the taste. Humans are incredibly adept, like that word, at lying to themselves and believing their own stories. It's possible that you actually do love the taste of a cool, frosty margarita, but is it really the alcohol you like? You may not have tried a delicious virgin margarita. So it's the same drink without the alcohol, but the truth is they taste as good or maybe even better. And you'll be surprised and empowered by how much you enjoy yourself without the tequila in it or the hangover the next day. So turn around. This may be the most important part of the ACT technique. Here you want to dig into the turnaround or the opposite of the belief. So I had belief that, I want to drink this for taste. You want to take time to come up with as many ways as you can, at least 3, I guess, that the turnaround is as true or truer than the original belief. In this case, the opposite. The I drink for taste is Actually, I don't drink for taste, or even admitting I actually don't like the taste. Now it's our turn to come up with as many ways as you can that the turnaround is true in your life. Yeah, I don't drink for the taste. I guess she's right. I drink for the escape and the oh fuzzy fun feelings. Sort of like a meditation for me. I'm into meditation, and it's quite interesting that after I became quite full on with my meditation is when I started drinking. Like, I can get to similar stages of feeling free if I sit down and meditate. But it takes effort and a regular routine and being full on like a marathon runner. Or I could get those same feelings with having a drink. What's easier? I suppose it's like a mountain. Alcohol gets me up that meditation mountain. It's like I just jump on a little conveyor belt and go, or a ski lift, and it goes, and it takes me up only not even halfway up that mountain, and I'm there. But if you take that thing up, you can't go any further. But if I sat down and did an hour meditation regularly, those meditations are like walking up the mountain myself. And then when I get to that same level as what alcohol can get me to, these like blissful states, I can actually start going further. When I've done a 10-day Vipassana retreat, because they're meditating 8 hours a day, that was for 10 days. When I got to about day 7, I was feeling like I was drunk. But it took a lot of effort to get there. And then after the 7 days, I was going into even more things which alcohol couldn't take me to. So I guess part of my meditation, not part of my alcohol journey, is, I guess, doing the cheap way of meditation. And it's affecting my meditation journey. I can either have a few drinks, and sometimes I do that. I'll watch a movie, and then at the end of the movie, I'll be feeling cool, and I'll just sit in the dark and sit in meditation. But I could have done it by myself, but it takes more effort. So I guess part of me is wanting that feeling, but doing it the easy way. I should be climbing the mountain myself. Anyway, I'm rambling. It's been 30 minutes. Is that enough? I'll see you tomorrow. What do you think about that meditation talk? It's quite interesting that I know that that's one of the reasons I started drinking alcohol. It happened after my meditation retreats. I was really getting into meditation, and then I just stopped. But I was missing those feelings, and I think I got picked up alcohol because it's easier to do rather than having that regular hour every day and keeping myself sustained in that with me. Got it? Anyway, nice chatting, and I will see you for the next one. Come join me, please. See ya.